Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Naresh Purohit, and my guide is Dr. Devasis Das. I'm here to present my thesis research topic, which is spatiotemporal analysis for urban crime. I'm predicting the crime category and its occurrence. So basically, my problem statement is, as you can see here, it is to predict the type of crime to be occurred most likely. Okay, and at what condition when the time, place, and demographics of the place is given, which means stats of the population of the area or group. And when I saw like crime analysis is really very important for public security when we are moving towards smart city concept. It is an evidenced truth that crime occurrence most likely has some patterns in terms of temporal and spatial aspects. So, with this information, we definitely can see that the spatio-temporal analysis can literally help significantly in crime analysis. Okay, so there are many existing techniques available in this field, in this area of research, but some limitations are there. Like location-based classification is definitely somewhere or the other way missing to get the hotspot area. And although spatial and temporal data analysis was used, but not with the best possible algorithm. So somebody was using any specific algorithm, and in some research papers they were using like ARIMA, S-ARIMA, which directly uh, focuses upon time series concepts only. And some important ML algorithms also were not implemented as part of this research, like spatiotemporal in urban crime identification or analysis, such as artificial neural network. We can say a feed forward ANN, that is multi-level perceptron. And one more limitation which I could find is to implement bagging or boosting techniques so that we can produce the better result or the strong model or algorithm. The methodology which I'll be using is definitely I'll be doing data processing, pre-processing, feature extraction, and modeling, which is very basic for any machine learning algorithm. In data pre-processing, I have done like data exploration and data imputation. In exploration, it is definitely showing the relation between responses and dependent variables. And as part of data imputation, I used this particular technique to removing the null value, that is NaN values from the data frames. uh, Feature extraction, definitely I was identifying from my data, I was identifying some important features which are really useful for my analysis and removing some less important features, and also recapitulating the I mean two or three or adding more features into my data frame so that I can use them as my spatiotemporal data analysis. For example, date and time feature was one of them. It's misprint. Date and time feature was there. Coordinates based feature was there. Such kind of feature extraction happened. In modeling, I was using multiple ML algorithms. As of now, I implemented RF and KNN, that is random forest and k nearest neighbor. In future, I'll be implementing artificial neural network as well. And apart from it, I'll after implementing the artificial neural network, I'll be doing boosting using ADA boosting and gradient boosting. Okay, let's come why I came with these three models or these three algorithms to use. So three algorithms: random forest, k nearest neighbor, and artificial neural network. I'm using these three models because random forest uses pixel. If I apply random forest on spatial data analysis, then it uses pixel-wise spectral information as predictors, which really helps in spatial data analysis. So random forest I'm using for spatial getting the spatial information. And in a paper in 2019, it was published as the state of the art algorithm for temporal analysis. In this analysis, the final result was finalized based on 59 data sets. I mean, a performance of 59 data sets with different models, among which MLP, multi-layer perceptron, was stand out as the best performing one. So I'll be choosing multi-layer perceptron, that is feed-forward multi-layer feed-forward artificial neural network, as part of my research area. So random forest I'm using to analyze the spatial data, and ANN I'm using so that I can get the best result of temporal analysis data. And the third one, which I'm using as a weak classifier, that is k nearest neighbor. It is definitely called as the lazy classifier in general, but it plays significant role in classification by optimizing it to all the nearest points to actual value. Okay, so this is my one of the graph of data visualization. You can see here, like I've used clustering algorithm to make 32 clusters. This is basically different coordinates. Okay, and like kind of crimes are taken into with the same cluster. Okay, and here in the implementation part, as I've just done the experiment, random forest was performing as 50 as with the accuracy of 50.94, and KD nearest neighbor was performing on my data set. It was performing as cross validation accuracy was zero point 0.5 around, and it was zero point 0.5 with the around 40 as the value of K. And this is the part I have done as of now. In the future work, I'll definitely be implementing artificial neural network, and will be implementing boosting techniques, ADA boost and gradient boost, and more other. I'm just researching on it, like more other techniques which I can implement as part of boosting algorithm, because of which I can get the strongest um, network or model. Thank you.